this map in mode, right? They won it in another round 11, so it's one that they certainly feel comfortable on, and they have a lot of reps on it on land. But this map won London Doc's hardpoint. It took Team Caliber a little bit to figure out exactly how to approach Rise Nation on this matchup. In the first two series they played, it was Rise Nation got the best of them there before TK found out exactly how to approach that two-bar setup Rise Nation brings to the table.
Well, without further ado, London Doc's hardpoint underway. Map number 1 between these two titans of Call of Duty esports this year. Take a look at Pharaoh. Of course, Chan said you have to watch him. He could be the player that could just really turn the tide of this series. A lot of pressure on that young man's shoulders. As Kenny finds one, ultimately he's going to be traded out over to Enable and Fire. He drops his TJ with a double. TJ now with 2 kills back to back. You have Looney with 3 as well, lower Docs. This is a good start here for Rise Nation.
Yep, absolutely. And the reason why Chance said to look out for Pharaoh in this matchup is if you take a look at his stats from Stage 2 playoffs, the guy had a 1.15 overall KD, a 1.13 in hardpoint, and when it comes time to search and destroy, that's his bread and butter game mode, a 1.47.
Wow.
So yeah, he's definitely the man to look out for TK. But keep in mind, Kenny's been killing it all year long right beside him.
Definitely has. Pharaoh, though, going to need to step up. A slow start from him thus far, 0-3. Now you look at the spawns. Of course, for Main Street, there's a hardpoint about to rotate. Rise Nation fighting from the favorable position, but TK winning a couple of gunfights here. Kenny ultimately drops. TJ says thank you very much. There's a 300. There's a glide bomb, and there's full streaks for TJ. Rise in the driver's seat.
Look, simply put, Rise Nation are pissed off that they lost to Team Caliber. They wanted to win that 3rd championship in a row, and TK denied them that. So it's a strong start for Rise Nation, specifically TJ Halley. And what do we always mention about TJ Halley? A little bit slow to start off in groups, but when we get to bracket portion of play, the guy turns up and he comes to play already fully streaked out. But Enable also has a glide bomb to use.
And Pharaoh still without a kill. Bear that in mind. You
0-7.
want to get him a bit kind of going. I guess is the best way of explaining it, right? Find him a kill, settle him down in this map number 1. And Rise Nation, in terms of the score at least, starting to pull away a little bit here. 49 to just the 8 points of TK. The scrap time from Main Street, that's good for Rise Nation. You can tap on another 13 or so points to their current score, but if they win the rotation as well, this is going to be tragic news for Team Caliber.
Yeah, that would be dangerous if TK found a way to lose this rotation, but right now they have their early positioning. They just need to find kills in transition as this new hardpoint is about to pop up. And look, it's still so early on this game that this 60-point deficit that TK currently face is not all that much. The biggest danger is as we look ahead later in the game, it's obviously going to be those streaks from TJ Halley and how he decides to use them.
Unfortunately for Kenny, he's going to fall. Accuracy now going to have 2 players from Rise Nation in front of him. Falls, Enable looking for the trade, only going to find the 1. Of course, you pointed it out, Enable does have a glide bomb at his disposal. As it stands, though, it's Rise Nation inside the hill as Pharaoh looks to try and break, but he has to be cautious. It's Gunless going for a wide flank, trying to secure the spawns for the new hill for Rise Nation. He's done just that, a heads-up play from Gunless.
And here comes Accuracy trying to break inside the hardpoint. You see on the other side of the window is Enable trying to break on in, and you know, keep in mind, something we didn't even touch upon yet is Accuracy. He's been one of the assault rifle players all year long. One of the only ones that's able to shut down Slasher consistently. Every time these teams match up, Accuracy just goes toe-to-toe with Slasher and comes out on top.
Currently Accuracy at 7-8, Slasher 6-4. We'll keep our eye out on that fight. Enable, he has decided to use a glide bomb, trying to get Slasher. I thought for a moment there, maybe Slasher would have got a little lucky, but not going to be the case. Accuracy now fighting from inside the hill. He's going to find a takedown by Slasher again. Yes, he can! That's what you want to see as a TK fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if they can start to get maybe streaked out a little bit on this hill, but here comes TJ once again from start up until the played 17-7. The guy is shown up here in map 1, and it's relieving a lot of pressure off the map. I mean, take a look at Gunless, 6-14, Slasher, 7-6. Typically, those are the 2 guys that do the slaying for this Rise Nation lineup, and when TJ has performances like this, just relieves so much pressure off the other teammates.
What was that stat that we used to say when TJ and Looney go positive?
It's like an 82% win rate.
It's something absurd. Not only are they going positive, TJ
positive.
almost triple positive. Sorry, he is triple positive now, overlapping some of his streaks here if he isn't careful, but it doesn't matter. He's a man on a mission right now as Looney almost double positive himself. Gunless, take a back seat. You don't need to do much when your teammates are going off quite like this. As Gunless now looking to just secure the final 5 seconds. He's absolutely A-okay to do so. And the comfort that Rise Nation have now is they can say, TJ, call it a streak. We'll break it with ease.
Yeah, and the scary thing is, you figure it's only a couple more moments, a couple more minutes into this game, then Gunless is gonna get into a rhythm. Like, you rarely see games like this out of him, and now when we talk about these streaks, that artillery barrage is perfect for this specific hardpoint. You can keep TK pinned back over towards that useless warehouse. It's all about Rise Nation if they can push on forward, and they're gonna lead in with the fighter pilot.
All Alright, this fight could really be damaging for Team Caliber. Accuracy will fall. He gets the information on Pharaoh, Kenny, and Enable. Sees Accuracy's new spawn. So all the information in the world has been given to Rise Nation, but TK down, but by no means out. Trying to get a little bit of momentum back in. But again, it's TJ. Another double kill. The man simply has not slowed down.
I mean, typically Doc's Crane is one that gets, not necessarily contested, but a lot of time gets run off the clock because of how many grenades are actually thrown inside to take players off the hill. This has been a fantastic hard play from Team Caliber. Not only are they able to close the deficit a little bit, but they also bring, the fire from TJ, and they get some points on the board. This has been a good hold so far from TK, but now we're looking towards a fresh set of rotations. Let's see if they can make a hold over on Statue.
Enable still with a solid performance thus far, 20-14. It's still Pharaoh that you have to look at, almost triple negative. Again, has
matching that of Gunless though.
That's true, and you look at the score as it stands, 122-95. Still a dangerously close game here. Rise by no means have done enough to secure map number 1 victory. As Kenny on the Statue, gonna wait for a little bit of a push from Rise Nation, recognizes he's the only one, may try and back off, and ultimately he will fall. It was Gunless with the pick. Rise Nation take control with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Rise Nation, they're outslaying by around 14 kills, but despite that, it only equates to a 30-point lead here for Rise Nation. TK, they're still well within their game. Of course, we've been talking about TJ and his streaks. He's got 2 left views, and now Rise Nation, they're starting to chain a couple of kills together. TK, this is a monumental moment in the game for them as they're fighting from the back foot. I want to jump into an Astro Gaming listening with Team Caliber.
Backfire, backfire. I'm backfire. What's Crane? Slasher 1-8 Crane.
I'm hit fire, bro.
Oh, he's counting me. Yo, TJ 1-8 guys, backfire. Yo, 2 backfire. Slasher, TJ, spawn on the ground.
I have the cross.
I'm looking gate.
Austin's weak.
I see that gate. Yo, watch gate. Alright, gate's open.
I'm gate.
2 back.
Okay.
I'm looking left. I'm watching left. He's
No, 2 there. One shot at hill.
I got close right. 2 close right. I tried.
I got him.
Nice over there. They over it.
One shot Gunless in the hill.
I did over it. They could be gate. There you go. One more.
Gate.
Nice. All I'm saying, I'm up in gate. Front fire.
He'll one shot.
I got gate.
Good job.
I'm on fire. Nade hill, guys. Nade hill now.
I'm looking lights.
I'm in fire.
Need it right.
He's not in lights. Yo, one it backfire.
Lights got me, lights.
I spawned 10. Yo, rotate was good. Nice 3. I'm in new.
I'm stunned. I'm rotating.
I'm at new. Oh, fuck. They're gonna be better, right?
Top mid. Water side. Power side. Water side. Water side.
2 red train. I'm
From red train. Top mid and red train. I spawned fire. Water side got me. Water side, go beat him. You might be pinching.
Yeah, I got mine. Yo, they're gonna be
One across red train.
Yo, they need me. Nice, there's no one in hill.
I'm nading their door. Hold up.
He's their door.
I need their door.
What else think, bro? He's window. Window weak. Oh, I spawned fire.
I gotta go.
Nice shot. I did.
Enable, so unbelievably vocal, a player who's been competing competitively for almost a decade. Simply great to hear the way he communicates with this Team Caliber squad. Also note, Kenny does find himself a streak there. TK, they've been fighting on the back foot entire map number 1. Can they somehow find a way to take the lead?
It's those small sequences that you see from Kenny that bring TK right back into the game. Unfortunately, he was only able to earn the glide bomb and not anything else. But one thing I also noticed throughout that listen is I wasn't hearing a lot from Pharaoh in the communication. Granted, he's 14-29, so maybe he doesn't have a lot to talk about, but still, you want to hear his voice. You want to hear him, get involved. That's been the one criticism you've heard about this player throughout the years, that sometimes his communication just lacks a little bit.
And TK recognizes this is a big rotation. Kenny's going to invest the glide bomb. It shuts down Looney, and the reason he's done that is because Enable is fighting for the spawn from behind. This is a big win. Gets it against TJ, where he has to buy more time because TJ spawns so unbelievably close. TK, they haven't been able to break it just yet. If they're going to do it, they may have to go straight through the front door.
And by the way, TJ has over 40 kills at this moment in time, and no one's hit the 200-point mark. The guy is going absolutely off right now. Positive 18 as it stands. Has a chance to maybe set the kill record here and steal it away from his teammate.
And just like that, TK, they do push in, they break the hill. And the question is, imagine if this goes all the way towards the very end, how many kills
if this goes towards the end and Rise Nation lose, TJ's gonna be pissed.
I mean, I would be too. Ultimately, he gets traded out. Slasher, lower dogs, finds one. Actually, she's gonna be the second.
And take a look at where TK's going. This is a bit rough to fight into because you figure Rise Nation, if they get 2 ARs like set up on both statues, there's no way TK could push through the gate.
And what a map this has been from Enable, by the way. Double kill after double kill after double kill, 37 to 29.
When did Kenny get 35?
Performance. These two really stepping up for TK as Pharaoh wins a crucial gunfight there against Gunless. TK looking to edge into the lead just marginally by a few seconds if they can get this time, but Rise Nation not allowing it. It's TJ that jumps into the hill. Kenny there trading, pre-firing, looking for anything he possibly can. The hill time time could be good, but Looney tries to deny it for Rise.
And it's all about the rotation towards that next hard point. This is going to be an opportunity for both teams. Enough points there to close out the game. As you see, TK right now, they do have the favorable spawns on their side, but it's going to be Rise Nation pushing on forward through the front. Let's see if they can make it happen and flip the spawns.
Just thinking, I don't think there's many streaks. I don't think there's any streaks at all. Any extra utility for either of these two teams as well. Keep your eye on the overall time left in the game. Just over 60 seconds. As TK established some control, TJ is going to fall. TK can now give themselves a little bit of a cushion. Rise Nation, they don't have long. Maybe 1-2 attempts to try and break this hill.
And here comes Kenny, pushing right through the front. He finds one before he gets cleaned up. All these kills so crucial for TK to make, because keep in mind, if they die, their reinforcements are a little bit quicker inside the hard point. You see this one's coming out for them, but kills back and forth along with the lead change. Rise Nation, as it stands, down by around 14 points, but they're looking like they are trying to secure the scrap time. And now look at the time remaining. Now we're going to see another hard point, so it's about the rotation.
Absolutely, you cannot win on this hill if you're Team Caliber. The rotation is going to be so important, and as well as that, TK now have the shot clock, the overall time clock on their side. 2:32, 12 seconds left to 2:08 of Rise Nation. The kill still coming in for Team Caliber, mainly due to accuracy.
Give him the initial.
Can he get the points? I think he should be good as TJ picks up Pharaoh. He's going to be a kill away. They need 5 more points, Revan. Accuracy can win the game single-handedly.
And also, just like you pointed out, the play clock, they can just contest here. Accuracy waiting around the corner. One more kill will do it. He gets taken down, and that gives control of the hard point to Rise Nation. Still plenty of time left for them to make the comeback. They have to push through. They have to keep the pressure up, and they need to slay TK out of the hill.
Kenny underneath. Kenny with a double, looking for the triple. Not going to happen. Rise Nation somehow, some way survive. As accuracy goes on the flank, he finds the first target in the hill. Rise are slowly but surely coming back. TK still with a favorable spawn, and bear in mind, 28 seconds still left on Duck's warehouse.
And Rise Nation, they have to fight for all of this scrap time. They can't allow TK to get the scrap time because they'll win the game. So Rise Nation, get the scrap time, find a way to win the rotation. Such a scrappy finish to the hard point. And Rise Nation, they had the early lead. By the way, TJ Halley has 55 kills, and they might lose this map.
This is insane as TJ tries to make the play. Oh! Do a double! A double from TJ! Sensational, but it doesn't matter. TK's in the hill. Gun the sprinting. A contested 248. It's going to a new hill. TK set up. Slasher has to dive. He gets it contested, but it doesn't even matter. TJ, an unbelievable amount of kills for the hell. TK outslayed and still win the story of the year for Team Caliber.
They've been doing it all year long, no matter what the situation is. TK always find a way to bring it back in their favor. Such a resilient team. We've seen it time and time again. And I know we just mentioned it, but I gotta bring it up again. Look at the disappointed look on TJ's face. He dropped over 50 kills. What was it, like 55, 56 kills? Still, Rise Nation lose their hold over that game. But you have to give all the props in the world to that Team Caliber lineup.
And micromanaging that goes on in a game of Hardpoint, that they can get outslayed and they can still win. But it's worth mentioning, Enable, what a game he had. Kenny, what a game he had. They basically just exploded around about the kind of midpoint of that map to really bring them back in.
Oh, it was certainly a slow start for TK by any stretch of the imagination. Rise had such a strong hold towards the early part of the game, but towards the late part, what were we mentioning specifically about Pharaoh? It doesn't matter what happens towards the early stages of the game because it all comes down to those final few sequences, and that's where these TK members shine. That throughout that game, such an impressive performance, and what more can you say other than TK magic, man?
As soon as TJ gets that triple kill down, in 10, you're thinking, oh my lord, this is where it happens. But TK, so smart, they went for that rotation. They made sure they got the final 2 seconds of time, all they needed, at 250 to 228, map number 1. Don't let that scoreline fool you, though. Yes, it's not massively dominating, but that was such an unbelievably close game number 1, that if that's anything to go by, the rest of this series, Revan, could be absolutely magical.
That's it. Does this feel like a winner's bracket round 1 matchup to you?
No, not at all. It feels like a grand final.
Absolutely, and you can tell these players, the intensity that they're bringing to the table. They're playing like it's a grand final, but listen, we're at COD Champs, man. That's how you have to approach each and every matchup.
You most definitely do, especially one of this caliber, which ironically enough was a grand final at the last event. You brought it up, Revan. These two teams have played against each other 3 times at the last event. they have so much information on each other. They know exactly what.
There are no
expect.
secrets between these teams.
There really isn't, and you can kind of see that in the map veto process. You kind of brought it up. I know Chance brought it up. You know, you're willing to run some back, and you see Enable, big smile on his face. It's been a while since he's really taken over a game, and I mean taken over, and that's what you got from that young man in that last performance. Double kill, entries, securing hill time. The guy did it all.
Look, as long as he brings that to the table when it comes down to the respawn game modes, who cares what this guy could do in Search and Destroy? As long as he just watches the flank from Spoiled, TK, they'll be good. I mean, look, now as we look ahead, we know this next map is going to be an Ardennes for Search and Destroy. This is still a great map between both these teams, but typically all year long, it's been accuracy in Kenny's force, man. And now that they have a lot of momentum after that game of win, maybe the mood is a little bit deflated on the Rise Nation lineup. We could be seeing TK go up 2-0.
I mean, it has to be deflated, right? If you're TJ Ubert, you 56 kills, you look
Is the Iceman melting?
You look to your left and you're like, how? I can't comprehend how that game has not been won. And then, of course, on the flip side, you see Enable beam and smile. He's like, he just dropped 56 and lost, like happy, fuming. So, of course, for TK, all smiles going into map number 2. To your point as well, Forest, they're comfortable. They know what to do. They know how they can beat Rise Nation on this map. And, of course, on the flip side for Rise, I don't want to say it's a must win because, of course, they could theoretically still lose it, but you want to get some momentum back in the series. If TK get that ball rolling, all of a sudden that ball turns into a very, very big avalanche, and you could find yourself losers round 1.
Oh, absolutely that. And I remember back at the Stage 2 playoffs when we had Kenny join us on the desk after they first took down Rise Nation in that winner bracket round 1 matchup. They're just so good at bouncing back from losses and power up with tacos. We all want to see it. Jack is more than capable of clutching up in these situations, but he dropped the dud of a game in that map 1. I'm not sure, if his shot's, completely on point right now, and that's certainly something that's going to hurt Rise Nation. You see 30 seconds remaining as he's just trying to adjust the situation. TK have no reason to move. Maybe they're trying to beat this final kill to Pharaoh as he's already got 2 in the round, but they spotted him. TK know the situation, and now you see how they react.
Is Pharaoh going to miss twice? He's behind the pillar. Doesn't want to peek just yet. Gunless, if he is able to find the pick, he's big, but Enable just comes to the aid of his teammate there. Doesn't want to risk Pharaoh falling, but you see the effect the sniper rifle has at the beginning of that round. Finds one, instantly the second, and then from there, it was a very easy round for Team Caliber. The advantage, using that momentum from map number 1, allowing that to flow through here into Search and Destroy and Ardennes.
So once again, I brought up a little bit earlier, we saw these guys play this map back at Stage 2 playoffs, right? It was the first series of the grand finals, and TK actually took it 6-2, convincing fashion. And just to bring it up again, Pharaoh had a 1.47 Search and Destroy KD ratio throughout that weekend. Right behind him was accuracy at a 1.36. So these guys work really well together in this game mode.
And obviously, we mentioned maybe it was a little bit nervy start from Pharaoh in map number 1, but this is the perfect start from map number 2. Obviously, the point of the statistics here, get him comfortable because he can take over a game of Search and Destroy. His accuracy mid-map now. Going to try and find an opening. TJ jumping, and unfortunately for him, TJ was distracting actually long enough where Gunless was able to find a pick, but Pharaoh with the trade, that's going to be the nade. Enable spotted by Slasher on the flank, and Slasher could be in trouble. What was that, Enable?
Who picked up Enable's controller?
If he's shooting like that in Search, woo, TK could well be winning a championship this weekend.
Enable came to play. Him and Pharaoh have yet to die in this game. Granted, it's only the second round, but once again, a member from Rise Nation left in a 1v3 situation. 40 seconds remaining, just not a lot of time to work with.
If you're a Slasher, you're watching that kill cam saying, what the hell just happened? Not quite sure. Looney, 1v3, 30 seconds. Of course, now Looney on the attacking side. Gunless was in a 1v3 the round prior. Can Looney produce a moment of absolute magic for Rise?
No, he can't.
You're absolutely right. Revan, no, he cannot. It's Pharaoh that cleans up the kill, and Pharaoh now we're going to be a little closer towards that tier 1 streak.
And remember, just last series, we were talking about how United like to ride the momentum, the energy they get from the crowd. TK are doing the exact same thing right here, riding it off that impressive map 1 victory and just rolling it into these early rounds of Search and Destroy. Like I pointed out, 2 rounds in a row where somebody from Rise Nation is left in a 1v3. Early trades not going their way. They have to change up something soon because you don't want to dig yourself in a hole early on in Search and Destroy, especially in this type of situation.
Especially against Team Caliber on Ardennes.
I mean, look at the kills from Rise Nation again. Gunless is the only person on the board. TJ 0, Looney 0, Slasher 0.
And I love this from Pharaoh now, switching up exactly where he wants to snipe. He goes over towards the B site and apply a little bit more pressure. See if they can try and hunt down Slasher. Right. Not the greatest use of a tactical I've ever seen.
We'll forgive you for that if you hit a sniper shot.
Accuracy mid-map finds first blood, and again there's the follow-up from TK. They're simply too strong. Gunless a 1v4 for the second time now on the defensive side. Bomb, of course, is being planted. Accuracy should be able to just stay alive there if nothing else. No one needs the challenge. They're not going to feed Gunless anything unnecessary. And as well, at this point, if you're TK, you want to try and feed the kill to the correct player. You look at Pharaoh, 4-0. If he's able to find this pick, which ironically enough,
Actually, it's Enable you want to give the kill to at 3-0 with 2 bomb plants. He's the guy with the more progression, right? 600 out of 700 towards that glide bomb. Unfortunately, Pharaoh does wind up falling, but still Enable the threat on the map. When was the last time we said that? Enable a threat on the map in Search and Destroy.
Closest to streaks for the squad. I mean, when Enable's playing this well in Search, DK should have no worries, but Gunless, all of a sudden, makes things a little scary. 12 seconds, though. There should really be no
bomb blow up, Enable gets streaks.
Where he gets
I actually disagree with Kenny getting that kill. Enable's the guy who plants the bomb blows up, and then we see Enable at least with a glide bomb to use in the following round, but Kenny maybe jumps the gun a little bit here, finishes the kill. We'll see if Enable's able to earn these streaks in the next round.
TK, another dominant round, and it's all from that intro, the way they find that first blood and then instantly converge on the rest of the Rise Nation players here on Arden Forest. It's been a joy to watch thus far. Of course, can't rise out just yet. Still very much a potential for a comeback, but at 3-0,
someone's got to get a kill other than Gunless, right?
It probably would help in Search and Destroy, yes. 1v4s every round are pretty tough.
All right, so Rise Nation on their offensive round. What do they have in Sword Pros? Looks like it's going to be an assault over towards that A bomb site, but it's a perfect read from TK so far. They stack 3 members over towards that bomb site, but here comes Gunless. First blood. Finally, someone helps out Gunless as Slasher takes out Enable, shutting him down from earning any score streaks. But here comes Accuracy. As he chimes in, Rise Nation take control of the bomb site, and they get the objective down.
No extra utility can be earned from TK then, at least this round. Accuracy and Pharaoh, 2v3. This could really be a dagger in the side of Rise Nation. Accuracy's gonna be tagged up, he finds one, Accuracy! Oh, he put on the moves like Jacob, it doesn't even matter. Pharaoh ultimately falls, Slasher with the kill, and the fact that Accuracy was even able to get himself in that position was very, very scary.
I mean, does Looney not call him out on the cross as he peppers shots at him from the bomb? Maybe not expect him to challenge, as, you know, Accuracy was obviously tagged up, but still a decisive play from him almost creates an opening in that round for TK to come storming right back in. But where's the teamwork? Where's the coordination from Rise Nation? Earlier on, we just didn't really see it. There, they kind of all stack together, group up, attack over towards the A bomb site. They have a bit more success there, even though it was a good read and a good counter from TK.
Well, you have someone else getting some kills, but it's only Slasher. Looney and TJ still both 0-4, as Slasher is going to be in a world of pain. It's as if Rise Nation want to go for a blind counter over towards A. Isn't going to pay off this time. Mid-map, though, is TJ going to get the information he needs? Not going to happen. And Slasher wisely just says, all right, well, I'm by myself. I know they've come to this site. You can hear it by the tacticals and nades that went off. You guys need to help me. Help me on this retake.
Yeah, and the good thing for Rise Nation, I think you just mentioned it, but they have a lot of utility used on this retake. So if they could coordinate that, maybe to isolate one player, create an opening somewhere on the map to punch a hole in this TK defense around through Bell. There's the trade to open things up as TJ shuts down Pharaoh, but not before Looney falls. Around the corner, can he find one more? Yes, he can. There goes Accuracy, and nobody top plat for TK here. So this is Rise Nation fighting on an even ground.
Slasher should be good to clean up Kenny if he's quick. TJ with the pick, now 1v3. Enable by himself. Can he be the hero for Team Caliber? He runs towards the bomb. Knew that there was going to be a player defusing. Had to be quick, but ultimately the defuse is going to come through from Slasher on a 3 streak. Going to get the extra points. Now getting close towards a tier 1 streak of his own.
Yeah, Enable, a small window of opportunity. Maybe the distance was just large enough that nobody will be able to drop down and get the defuse, but it's also Enable making that decisive play. He was holding in Bell while Rise Nation were looking to pinch on into the bomb site, or I'm sorry, mid-circle, and then he wraps around through Bell. You saw him there in the final moments, unable to convert there on the round win, as Rise Nation, round by round, they're finding their footing here on Search and Destroy.
Obviously, only one map, but he's playing with confidence, Enable, so that's what you want to see. In terms of his Search and Destroy, as Rise now want to attack. Look as if they've already been very decisive. It's going to be an A push. The smokes go out, the nades go out, but Accuracy's going to be first line of defense. Pharaoh as well with a sniper rifle. Accuracy with nothing but hit markers needs to be careful as well. Kenny actually goes for a hip fire as he turns the corner. Did land a couple of shots onto Gunless. But now the 3v4, Rise Nation once again at the safe side with numbers, but Kenny and Pharaoh just run straight in. They say, no, we're not going to let you just go straight for the defuse. TJ and Looney with a couple of picks. Enable 1v3, that's just a little unlucky.
Yeah, maybe a little too hard on the trigger discipline right there, but still, you love to see the decisive play from TK on the defensive end, right? They waste no time, no hesitation to march right into the A bomb site. Unfortunately for them, it was just a good response overall from Rise Nation. They don't panic. They understand, okay, they're bringing aggression in towards the bomb site. Let's cover all the exits, and they find the kills after that. So Rise Nation looking good towards the mid part of this Search and Destroy game.
And that's the one thing that makes Rise Nation just so good in those situations. They don't panic, right? Too many times teams, when things get hectic like that in close proximity, they panic and they lose kind of a little bit of composure. But
TJ starts this game off 0-4 and now on a 5-3 working towards streaks.
Exactly that. 525 of 700 points. Again, Rise Nation stacking that A site. Is it going to be a fake?
Yeah.
The smoke goes out. Rise expecting maybe a push to come through, but
so this play, look, it's designed, it's a fake over towards A, but they're expecting somebody to push through Bell, right, late in the round to try to maybe flank and pinch them in over towards the A bomb site. That's what TK were playing for, but now they're kind of pinned back in their base. Rise Nation, they didn't fight on the bait. They still have a good spread out on the map, and they even find first blood on the Kenny.
almost a little too cute of a strategy. Rise Nation definitely not biting just yet. Can Pharaoh even the playing field, make it 3-3 with a sniper? Oh, so close, yet so far. Now over towards TJ at the B side. Throws out the first nade, connects with a hit marker, but he's going to be one-shot himself. TK have been able to establish some control over towards B.
Yeah, the big thing for TK here is if they can get something set up over towards top plat, and there's the kill to even up the numerical numbers in this round. If they could put somebody like Accuracy up over towards top plat, it's going to be so tough for Rise Nation to break on in, and now the bomb's been planted.
And this is an awkward situation to be in if you're Rise, because you do have TJ so close to streaks. You recognize the importance as TJ barely crosses. Actually didn't miss many shots there, but it was just enough. The Stunner should drop. Slasher drops. TJ also drops, but he did get a kill. I don't think that's going to be enough for the glide.
We'll see. I think he had, what, like 525, so 625 after that kill. Barring any crazy assists or weird places where he gets score, I don't think TJ was able to earn anything there. But TK, despite getting first blooded, right, they tried to sell some bait over towards that A bomb site. Rise didn't fight. They still take over that B bomb site. The objective down, post-plant positioning, rings true for them.
And it comes from Pharaoh basically winning an important gunfight mid-map. As soon as he gets that, they recognize, all right, we can now plant the bomb, we can force Rise Nation to come to us. No streak for TJ. Would have been dangerously, dangerously close. But TK with the advantage, 4-3, smokes out, nades out mid-map from Rise Nation. Looks as if they're just going to go for a very quick round, but a lot of pressure onto TK. Nothing but hit markers, but Kenny's there to pick up a double. Has he read it properly? Does he understand where this is going to be coming from? Instead, Slasher, he goes Fire Alley. TK look good to put themselves at map point.
Unless Slasher has something to say about it, maybe a late flank for him as he's making his way through that A bomb site, but the bomb carrier gunless, he's all alone, he's isolated, finds one, playing his cover, he gets taken down, so it's going to be a 1v3 situation for Slasher. Does come behind Pharaoh, brings it down to a 1v2, but the bomb is dropped, TK no, and you can see how they're going to position themselves around that objective.
And Slasher has to move very quickly here. 50 seconds still to go in the round. Rise Nation have to get that bomb down. This was a 1v3 situation, very quickly turns it into a 1v2. If he can make it a 1v1 within the next 15 or so seconds, you think maybe this is a little bit more manageable. TK with full information and enable just wisely says, no,
perfect response from TK again. They see the angle he's coming from, they're just going to reposition, they take over top plat, and then they look at different angles. They're thinking Slasher's going to reassess, and that's exactly what's going on.
Did he just spot Enable's barrel? Not going to happen. Enable with an easy win. Team Caliber, map point. 5-3, the advantage here in Ardennes Forest. Search and destroy.
TK start this map winning 3 rounds straight, then Rise Nation answer back with 3 of their own, but Team Caliber, they put 2 more up on the board, and just like you're saying, 1 round away from going up 2-0 in this series here against Rise Nation. 2 of the favorites coming to this tournament, battling out, and winners bracket round 1, and I think it's lived up to the hype.
Most definitely has. Rise Nation now needing 3 rounds back-to-back if they want to tie up this series 1-1, otherwise could risk falling into that losers round 1 and the losers bracket already, turning into a little bit of a Shark Tank.
I mean, think back to what they did at Seattle from top 20 all the way to first place. They're certainly capable of it, but now they're on the big stage. Anyways, we're entering round number 9. It's going to be another first blood here for Kenny as he takes down Loon. He's been so aggressive up the middle of the map. Can he get traded out? TJ here, he gets tagged up, and there's the trade. Perfect bait and switch there from Team Caliber.
Pharaoh melts through. 2 players from Rise left alive. Slasher makes it a 2v3. Gunless also with a pick, so 2v2. Now a little bit more manageable. However, as I say that, Accuracy with the trade on Gunless. Slasher 1v2 has enabled. Tagged up. Absolute. Not going to clean up the kill, though. Of course, it is TK that needs to get the bomb down.
Okay. 40 seconds remaining here. Bomb in the hands of Enable, who gets spotted here by Slasher. So once again, it was actually an Enable playing in the 1v2 in the last round. They know exactly how to play off the back of one another. As they tag Slasher up, that's going to be the cue to get the objective down. They know he can't challenge as he's low health. And once again, just like we highlighted at the start of the series, Accuracy has been that one AR all year long, that whenever TK match up against Rise, he's able to shut down Slasher. And you see he's having such a tough time, even though Slasher has good cover to work with, just can't find those initial shots under Accuracy.
I remember telling him that stat and seeing the smile on his face when he realized that it was true. Accuracy sensational all year long. And Slasher still working for this 1v2, 20 seconds left. TK play it flawlessly. Accuracy and Enable basically just playing for a simple trade, and I'm pretty sure Accuracy just watched Slasher do that. Bleeding time on the clock, but Slasher turns around, not able to land the kill. 9 seconds left, the reach out comes through. TK, a 6-3 victory on Ardennes Forest. Search and destroys each other on this map in game mode. The last 3 times, they like to keep this veto process simple. They know what they're going to expect, as
Who lied to us?
Is it a flag tower?
Someone
if it's a
lied
flag
to
tower,
us.
someone lied to us. That would be very sad. But either way, bloodthirsty slasher, number 2 CTF Slayer during World War II, 19.3 kills per 10 minutes. That is extremely, extremely impressive. As we load in, it is going to be a flag tower. So I guess forget all the cool numbers we just told you. It doesn't matter. I'm sure, Revan, you're a pretty smart guy. I know you memorize all the stats that you have
of course,
of our team. So talk to me a little bit about flag tower then in terms of the numbers.
So from the start of stage 2 up until stage 2 playoffs, TK are 7-10 on this map, while Rise Nation are 8-5. So lots of reps for both these teams, but the better win percent for Rise Nation here, and you got to figure they feel more comfortable on a map like Flag Tower as opposed to Ardennes Forest.
Sure. Well, starting things off first 30 seconds, Rise Nation have been able to establish at least a little bit of control. Gunless looking for something, only 9 bullets left, switches out to the sub. Can he apply some pressure? Nope, Farah playing so unbelievably passive through the doorway. And so they get shredded by Slasher. Now an opening for Rise Nation. Just one player left. It's going to be accuracy, but we all know how good defensively he can be for TK as he puts a stop to the Rise Nation push.
And on these defensive kills that you're going to see opportunities for both teams to get, it's so important that you come on top of all the trades that go down. Because the reinforcements are way quicker for the defending team, more often than not, you're going to see the spawns come in like right behind the flag peg for both teams.
Sure.
If you can just stay on top of the trades, it's just going to slow down that offensive push so dramatically that when you get that second wave of kills and you're going for it, you all have to go as a team. It's better to die all 4 than to stagger the spawns.
Pharaoh, once again, playing a little slow. Looney didn't spot him. Pharaoh should win the gunfight, doesn't. Looney with the win. Slasher, of course, elsewhere finds the pick onto Kenny. So now all of a sudden an opening has emerged for Rise Nation to try and be aggressive. If TJ's able to get an opening again, which he is, now all of a sudden TK could be in a whole different world of pain. TJ smells the flag. Can he get it? No. Pharaoh should drop it. No, has to reload. Oh! Not going to get the machine pistol out in time. And Looney now left with just Slasher, but they're managing to do work, doing some damage. Slasher with a double. Looney going to go straight for the flag. Now what can he do?
He's going to turn back around, challenge this engagement head on. It's going to be Enable jumping out from the side, but Looney, he's trying to get out of harm's way, but the angle, it's held by Pharaoh. He finds 2. The flag now returned by Team Caliber. That offensive push is thwarted by Rise Nation.
Wonderful double kill. TJ, great trigger discipline. Accuracy turns around and says, oh, really, TJ? That's where you're going to be. But with the opening, he's thinking about pushing forward. No, Enable, of course, still alive here. And watch what happens to the TK spawn. Ultimately, on the back peg, didn't even matter. Pharaoh now from defensive to aggressive play to the left-hand side. Snaps, but not quick enough. Kenny, though, could try and keep this push alive. Looney, simply too good defensively.
Yeah, I think the grenade there helped to tag Kenny up, and now it's going to be up to Accuracy to act as a checkpoint for his team. As his mates are coming up off respawn, he just wants to hold some forward positioning. He's going to put himself in the middle of the map and can't get anything done. So his teammates now have to pick up where he left off. They're able to push up just a little bit, but for the time being, it's going to be Rise Nation setting up for an offensive push at the TK base, and Looney's already behind enemy lines.
Has the support of some teammates. 3 go down, 4 go down. Looney says, thank you very much. As long as they watch the correct lanes here, it doesn't matter. TK, they're going to spawn right at the back of the map. No extra.
Can we see the progression on Gunless real quick? Okay, he's only at 300, so yeah, even footing, give it to Looney.
Yep, Looney caps the flag. He's now 200 points away. Slasher, he's a little close, nothing too crazy. Looney does drop though. Slasher now the only one left on the streak. Never mind. Everyone on Rise Nation drops, but they get the first flag cap of the game.
Yeah, we see this at times on a map like Flag Tower where both teams just kind of trade 4 down for 4 down, but Rise Nation obviously come out on top because they got that flag cap. So now it's going to be TK with map control to work with. They're going to try to set up an offensive push of their own. They have plenty of time to work with. Still a minute and a half remaining in this first half, and there's 2 opening kills that they need. Let's see if they can push on forward and try to get this flag out of the Rise Nation base. 3 down. Slasher, the last defender alive here for Rise.
And TK know exactly where Slasher's going to be posted up, but Slasher with a double ultimately traded out there by Kenny, but 2 more players off spawn. Kenny not able to do much. Again, another good defensive hold from Rise Nation.
And you got to give credit to Slasher. He's the one that holds strong on the outskirts, finds 2 crucial kills, and buys enough time for his teammates to come back up off respawn. And now the tides are turning a little bit as it's Rise Nation pushing up and establishing their control over the map. Looney with the most forward progression. He's just going to back on up. He knows that his teammate Slasher needs a little bit of help over towards mid-map, and the other 2 are coming up off respawn.
Looney with some ambitious shots there over towards Accuracy. 50 seconds left of the first half here. Flight Tower CTF. TJ will fall to the hands of Accuracy. His Accuracy Mace not thinking about pushing through. If he can find another couple of kills, it would be a big opening for TK to try and level things up. At 1 flag apiece. As of right now, nothing just yet. Gunless recognizes he has to absorb a little bit of pressure here. Wait to see if the push is going to come through with Enable falling. honestly, Rise Nation could begin to push forward.
Yeah, they certainly have time to at least get the touch on the TK flag and maybe extend some stoppage time here to go down for TK. That's going to open up the map a little bit for Rise. They spot actually up top in the window. TJ's there for the trade. Now time's starting to dwindle down. 15 seconds. Decides, you know, maybe I don't want to climb up the ladder. He just repositions. Yeah, flagpole potentially here for Kenny. He gets spotted though. Should get dealt with here momentarily. Yeah, but he's able to find a Colin Gunless in the meantime.
If he waits an extra second, maybe, just maybe, he could dive away, but with the final second of the game, or the half at least, comes through, Rise Nation with a very fragile 1-0 lead, but it's worth mentioning disciplined play from them. Slasher, of course, a couple of important kills defensively. This is the one star, though. Accuracy early on in the game. Managed to get himself a defensive two-piece of zone.
And it's so important in this game mode specifically to stay disciplined. Stay true to the rules of CTF. Make sure you're playing safe, because, you know, all it takes is one mistake out on the map, and it could lead to TK getting that flag in, and maybe some more momentum building after that. So just play safe, stay disciplined if you're Rise Nation. You have the lead going into the half.
Definitely do. TK, of course, 2-0 up in the series. They'd love to close it out in 3. Can they do it, though? Accuracy on your screens to start the second half of Flag Tower cap to the flag. And he's going to spot Slasher in the opposite window. Repositions. Slasher sees him, though. He's expecting the reposition to come through. 2 players from TK fall, so Accuracy has to back away. But there's an opening, and it's the opening for TJ. Finds the first kill, going to pull the flag spot to Enable, but Enable manages to get the kill just in the nick of time.
Yeah, and obviously in that situation, TJ doesn't know, but just one more second waiting for Gunless to push on forward to get that angle to Enable would have been the difference maker.
Yep.
Would have been able to get that flag completely out of the base of TK, but still a strong start for Rise Nation. They're dictating the pace early on, but here comes Enable around the flank. Finds one, can he make it 2? Yes, he can. So far, TK, they're coming out on top of the trades on the defensive end, which is key on a map like Flag Tower.
Most definitely is. And note number 2, Kenny, he's overextended off spawn. He can now pull Rise Nation's flag. They should know by the spawn, but the problem is, it could be too late. No, he didn't go for the flag pull. He may have been able to actually get that away if he was quick, but instead wants to play it smart. There's the first pick now. 2 players from Rise Nation up. It's going to be TJ and Looney.
Oh!
Looney's going to fall. TJ, luckily, though, there for the trade. Rise Nation now have to be on the back foot.
And here's a great play being made by Kenny right there, but unfortunately just runs it the wrong way. And in that situation, he doesn't necessarily know where the members of Rise Nation are going to spawn up. He doesn't have teammates covering off either lane, so he decides, yeah, I'm going to try my luck down the middle of the map. The member was there for Rise Nation to get the trade. But now it's going to be Rise Nation so far trying to stabilize on the defensive end. Looks like they should be able to do so, taking a look at where these last 2 guys are for TK.
Enable a little close to streaks, but instantly was converged upon by Rise Nation. On the spot in middle, hold that accuracy. He falls, and again, Rise Nation, they're getting these first wave of kills, but it's a second wave. It's something that you talked about earlier on. We talked about it time and time again on Flag Tower. Not able to converge upon the flag, and also they get it away efficiently enough, but now it's TK's turn to turn on the aggression.
This is such a tried and true Flag Tower CTF
It really
game.
is.
Just both teams trading kills. I mean, we always talk about that second wave of kills you just brought up. It's so tough to do on this map. Both teams have had, you know, small opportunities, but players and teams are just getting better at playing their lives, and they're recognizing the importance of when to stay alive on these defense kills and when they could overextend and try to open up a lane and make a play happen.
Oh, and accuracy has just been spotted. He was able to take one down with him. Now it's Rise Nation's turn after holding defensively to push forward, get map control. And at this point, you really want to wait for TJ to get up as well to try and solidify a potential aggressive push, but it's not going to be the case.
And it's Kenny again. Straight off
Done it
respawn,
twice.
going on the overextension. He almost made a big play happen last time he did this, and this is going to put a timer on this Rise Nation push as Kenny maybe goes for the touch on the flag. And look, number 6, Looney spawns up over towards his ammo room. He's going to rotate back through the main lobby. This is going to be a big interaction in this game.
He has to get this kill, ultimately does, and Rise Nation can take a deep sigh of relief.
But that's the second time they've allowed Kenny to sneak through like that. One of these times it's going to come back to bite them.
And the key is if he does it again, and he's quicker on the flagpole and runs it back the same way he pulls, he could be A-OK, and it could be a tied-up game. As 4 players fall, accuracy going to be first to the Rise Nation base. How long is he going to have to wait before a potential flagpole comes through? That second wave of kills, so important. All of Rise Nation spawn back on the peg. It's all about the kills now for Rise if they want to keep this fragile 1-0 lead.
Okay, how much utility do TK have to try to work with? There's the grenade kill, connects there on the Gunless. His kill's trying to get traded. And on the offensive end, as soon as you see these first kills happening, you have to go. You have to start this offensive push.
TJ.
But it's TJ coming alive yet again for this Rise Nation lineup. 3 crucial kills for Rise as they stabilize on defense, and now they're looking to put some aggression up on the map.
And you can see how quickly he wants to push and put pressure on to TK. There's another one to add to the tally. 4 in a row. Looking for 5. It's going to be Kenny. Ambitious. I like it. But not going to connect with the pick. Gunless there for the trade. And Now, with just over a minute still to play, you have to look out for that cheeky, maybe potential Kenny overextension off spawn. Instead, it's going to be
this time.
Pharaoh, maybe, yeah, this time. Has the support of accuracy with him. He falls, accuracy going for the trade. It's going to be TJ. 3-4 players go down. Flag's been pulled. Rise Nation should be good here to put CTF to bed and force a game 4.
Yeah, with 45 seconds remaining as that second flag cap goes in, TK, it's desperation mode at this moment in time, just non-stop aggression. They can't afford to rotate back and clear out their base. And I was just about to say, Rise Nation, when they have the lead with just over a minute remaining, they don't necessarily have to put on any offensive pressure. They can play the contained game and lock down that 50-yard mark.
Obviously, we talked about the last couple of times these teams have played CTF. It was TK that won the first one, Rise Nation the second, TK the third. Well, Rise, you might say even the playing field of the last 4 times you have met. 2-2 in CTF overall between the two teams. The last 4 matches, TK. They had the 2-0 lead in the series, but it's Rise Nation that take the 2-0 lead in Flag Tower at CTF. This one is going to a game 4, and even though you still have TK in the lead and Rise Nation with a potential reverse sweep, if it's Gibraltar, which I believe it is, last time we saw these two teams, it was TK.
You know, going into that match at the Stage 2 playoffs, when we were going into it, and we were like, wow, there's no way TK are going to win this. Rise Nation are undefeated on this map and mode, and boy, did TK bring it to them, almost nearly 100-point clubbing them just to bring it back up. When these guys match on Gibraltar Hardpoint at the Stage 2 playoffs, TK won 250 to 102. Very convincing win for them, and they're looking to replicate that here to close out the series.
Of course, you look at how the series went so far, very, very close. Game number 1, TK managed to edge it out, search and destroy. It was just convincing, to be completely frank. TK looked fantastic in Arden Forest search and destroy as they have pretty much all year long. Game 3, of course, the CTF, Rise Nation take it 2-0. Just beautiful discipline from them. Now, though, Gibraltar Hardpoint, can they push past another hurdle to try and take it to a Game 5, or will TK send Rise Nation down into losers round 1?
Listen, Gunless has to have a big game on this upcoming Hardpoint. You think back to Game 1 on that London Docks Hardpoint, where was he on the map? Because I didn't see him too often.
Too much.
He has to bring something to the table, especially when we talk about the setups that you usually see on a map like Gibraltar. Typically, it's a 2AR setup for both teams. Sometimes you'll bring out 3 subs, depending on the team. But Gunless has to have some sort of impact here.
Team Caliber outslayed Rise Nation by 21 kills in the last Gibraltar. That really sums up the last time these two teams played Gibraltar.
It wasn't a close game.
It was not indeed. What can Rise Nation do to make this time different, to make this time the difference of going to a Game 5 and staying alive here at the World Championships winners bracket? Kicking things off, we're going to go on board with TJ. It's a good start for Rise Nation. Already a couple of kills and some hill time. But, of course, yeah, they need to try and flip those spawns around, and that's going to be key. Oh my god.
How did they allow Looney to live right there? Finally, Kenny swoops on in to clean him up, and now looking to reestablish control of the top stone side of the map. But unfortunately, looking right across him is Slasher. Aim down sight with the AR. They're trying to double name out of here, but there's Gunless chiming in. He's got the crossfire set up. Early on, it's Rise Nation with the only points on the board, but we were just talking about this. Last time we casted Gibraltar, you want to play for spawns for that upcoming hardpoint. That's the thing on Rise Nation's mind right now. As you see TJ, he's going to push on forward, maybe climb up the ladder or wrap around, but he wants to flip these spawns early.
And Kenny knows it based off where he spawned. He instantly tracks back. Kenny with a drop shot. Connects with TJ and TK. They can just slowly eradicate the small Rise Nation lead. They can control the spawns for second hill, and this is where things get pretty good. And Abel's obviously just checking behind him. He is close to streaks. He doesn't want to give anything away needlessly. The plus 100 for New Hill will be great for him as he gets it. TJ to his right hand side. A big win not gonna come in just yet, but as of right now, all good for TK.
And Enable had a big map 1 respawn for Team Caliber. He went off. You heard it in his communication, did his job in the slang as well. If he could get streaked out early on here, TK could maybe snowball the game in their favor. Just less than 100 points away, I believe, from earning that initial glide bomb. Streaks, we've seen how impactful they could be on a map like Gibraltar. Earning them early on makes this rotation from Fort Courtyard to Castle Road so much easier, but unfortunately he gets cut down just short. Would have liked to see him just push up through cave.
Yeah, Gunless instantly with a win, but now look at the spawns, what's going on. Kenny spawns out, 2 Rise Nation players spawn out as well. Kenny may have to just play a little sneaky here to try and just flip the spawns. I think TJ knows it though, he does. Gunless with the support, so Rise Nation eradicate the one problem, the one element of surprise that could have been from TK. The fight gonna come through though from cave side. Enable, so patient, so coy. Hardpoint about to rotate. 48 points to 16 is the current lead for Team Caliber.
All right, Rise Nation though with initial control, and you see Team Caliber as they're looking to set up their break. They have Enable lingering around the cave. He's looking to pinch on in as the action begins towards the front side of the hard point. Doesn't see him. He gets cut down.
The timing there, just not on his side, and of course 2 players from TK spawn out. Now you have to wait. Rise Nation chipping away the small TK lead. They should be good to go into the lead here if they can just make sure they hold down onto these spawns, which so far they have. TK though in the hill, Looney just jumps in. He falls, 3 players fall.
And then
Rise Nation spawning out, but it's all down to Gunless.
Gunless trying to anchor in the back. He finds one, takes down Pharaoh, but just looking to stay alive, trying to be a nuisance. But at this moment in time, this shouldn't be time that TK are earning. It was Rise Nation with the favorable setup, with the spawns in their favor, but TK push right on through the front. Rise Nation lose control of the spawns, and they might lose the rest of the time on this hard
I'm
point.
going to be honest with you, Revan, that was just too easy. It was just too easy. Accuracy gets the opening, and then everyone else from TK just drops on into the hard point. They retake control. Now, after Castle Road, 73-40 the lead for TK, despite being Rise Nation rotating so early. They're not able to lock it down and turn it into a money hill now. Turret is going to be a little tricky for TK to break, but they did fantastic last hill. We'll see if they can do it again.
Yeah, the issue is here, you see how they're deploying that smoke grenade. It's so tough to actually break out through cave, but deploying that smoke gives you some instant cover to work with, and here comes Kenny. He finds 2. Team Caliber break on into the hard point. They shut down Looney as well. And once again, a situation where this shouldn't be time that they're getting. It was Rise with the setup on the favorable side of this hard point, but they give it up. TK break on in, and they're still building the lead.
It's the second time now they've broken through on their first attempt. And this is looking more and more like last time we saw these 2 teams play. A little bit of deja vu coming through. TK, they reach triple digits, 17 seconds left on Turret, 104-49, and TK should be good to find that final 10 seconds or so now. Rise Nation needs to pick things up. They really do. You cannot be allowing TK to break first attempt, first try. You need to at least now go 60-40% of hill.
At least shoot him back, right? I mean, Looney and TJ Halley, they're combining for 10 and 21 right now. Gunless negative as well. Somebody has to step up and help out Slasher a little bit. Clear out a lane for him. Put Slasher in these power positions, and you know for a fact he's going to mow these players down. And now Accuracy, as he starts to heat up, that's going to be the dangerous thing here for Rise Nation to deal with. Actually looking to take over towards the mid stage of this game on a force reworking towards that glide bomb.
It could be the streaks. He knows where Looney is. Looney's just picked up a double. He found 1. Is that going to be enough for Accuracy to at least get himself a glide bomb? We'll have a quick glance. Nope, no streaks for him. As it stands, Pharaoh, sneaky. Should be able to find the pick onto TJ. Where is TJ going to spawn though? That's the problem. Still favorable for second hill. Pit so far has been pretty 50-50, but Rise Nation, they can't afford 50-50s at this point. They're, what, 70 points down at this point? Revan, they need hill time.
Yeah, 70 points and growing here as TK. They're building a significant lead. Rise Nation, once again, I'm going to bring it up. Somebody has to step up and start slaying it. Looney has stepped up a little bit, and now the spawns have flipped. Once again, they have nobody playing safety in the back. Whenever we talk about teams like FaZe, for example, playing those maps, typically they always have replacers playing safe in the back, especially as that courtyard hardpoint is about to pop up. You need some sort of presence in the back if you want control of the spawns.
Of course, TK, Stage 2 champs, playing like it here. Just a few weeks later, Call of Duty World Championships. Gibraltar hardpoint too good as Slasher looks to produce a moment of magic. Not gonna happen. Accuracy with the trade and the pressure. Backside of the spawn still coming in, but now you have Kenny pushing through mid-map. Rise still gonna spawn favorably for this hardpoint. They need every single second, and they're gonna need streaks as well.
Yeah, they need every single second, plus find a way to win the
That
rotation.
helps.
As you clear TK off the map, now you gotta let all these players off the leash, let them loose. They gotta push up forward and find a way to get this early positioning. But TK, they're already set up. They have the power positions unlocked, and each kill they get here just sets Rise Nation further and further back.
And look at TJ's stat line, 9 and 17, a player who dropped, I believe it was like 57, 58 kills, map number 1. Well, needs to turn things around here. Plenty of time to do just that, 138-78. The damage limitation done by Rise, but of course, Rise now need to do what TK did in the first rotation, break through on the first push. You cannot allow TK to get too much time. That's a great entry from TJ. Looney there to trade out Kenny. TK should still be spawning in unless the added pressure can come through, but Pharaoh too fast. He finds himself a double, looking for more, plus 100 points, 430 out of 700 towards the glide bump. Doesn't matter, he did his job. He forces Rise Nation to spawn so far away.
Yeah, Rise unable to replicate what TK did to them a little bit earlier on that first Castle Road Heartbreak. Now they're finding kills as well. And take a look at Rise Nation. They are spawning further and further back on the map, and this just means free time for Team Caliber as they have over double the score of Rise Nation at this moment.
Kenny's playing with confidence. He's playing with a bit of panache now, if you will. You see him pushing forward. He wants to just essentially spawn kill Rise Nation. He isn't happy with them just spawning far away. He wants to get them in the exact opposite, the furthest possible location from the old hill. And now, of course, as we rotate down towards turret hardpoint, 186 to 84, 100-point lead from TK. The story really has just been the ease TK has been able to break into Rise Nation's hardpoints, and TK securing money hills for money time.
Once again, why is Ferro able to just walk out of bottom cave like that? Sure, there's a smoke grenade, but still nobody watching for him to push through. Like, there's no other option for TK. They have to run through the smoke, and Rise Nation, let's see what you're truly made of. Down by over 100 points. This is your winner bracket life right here in this map.
Ferro, last man for TK in the hill. TJ does find the pick, but TK are already at 200 points. 49 more points is all that they will need to send Rise Nation down into the losers bracket. Rise desperately trying to find at least a little bit of time. There's still 18 seconds on that turret hill, and this could be the start here. TJ, 4 spree, 425 of 700 points.
We're waiting for him to come alive in this game, and it might be in this very moment. All it takes is one good sequence. You get shrieked out, and you could snowball the game back into Rise Nation's favor. Granted, they still face that nearly 100-point deficit. TJ is going to get cut down from behind, and I would say that would be the one saving grace for Rise Nation. They needed TJ to earn those streaks.
Problem, however, accuracy is actually still behind, and he's had an influence on the spawn. Enable's going to spawn good for a second, and all of a sudden Rise Nation spawning so far out, but they also have to worry about Pit. It could be easily be made to be just a little too out of hand here. The kill's still coming through, but Rise, they need this hill time. This is not something that you can just leave and try and play for spawns. You don't have that luxury. You're 100 points down.
Yeah, absolutely that, Benson. They need to find a way to get these kills, secure this time, and win the rotation towards the next hardpoint. Such a tough task and a tall order for this Rise Nation lineup, especially considering the fact that they don't have streaks, no extra utility to work with, but they're finding kills straight up, gunfights, being won inside the hardpoint for Rise Nation, but here comes some TK players answering right back, and TJ, this is a big moment for him.
TJ has to make this play, shots into Kenny. The problem is there's another TK player right next to him. It's going to be accuracy, does connect with the first. Now it's all on Kenny at the back of the map here for TK. If Rise can turn this into a money hill as he falls, Rise can easily come back into this if they are able to get those streaks as well. The transition over toward the third hill could very much make this possible.
I mean, you say easily, but think about the theme of this map. TK have been able to break this out of Rise Nation on the first push on just about every single hardpoint, and Ferro, he's put himself in a position to do just that on this very one right here.
It's too easy.
At no hardpoint in this map does it seem like Rise Nation comfortably held spawns. Nobody watching the back. Ferro flanks around, and what was I just saying? One push is all it takes from Team Caliber. The Rise Nation setup is completely dismantled.
It's just not good enough from Rise Nation. Too sloppy in terms of how they're holding these setups. TK, they're going to be playing with a smile on their face. They're going to be surprised that it's this easy. That's the 4th hardpoint. TK on the first attempt have been able to just walk straight through, and it was walk straight through. One player through mid-map, one old.
And now the spawns are flipping. Rise Nation, they're in a world of trouble right now. Sure, this scrap time is nice for them to get, but now that means they're losing positioning and early footing towards the next hardpoint, which is where TK are looking to close out the game.
You need impeccable play. TJ, that's a good start. Double kill for him. Influences the spawns just a tad, and it's important that number 5, Gunless, didn't.
Kenny, if he gets initial, he gets streaks.
Just get the 100 points. Bang. There's a glide bump. It now got even harder. There's 4 streaks for Kenny. TK looking to send Rise Nation down into losers round 1. You still have Slasher at the back of the map. Accuracy close to some streaks, but now Kenny's going to make it rain from above. Rise Nation in a whole different world of pain, but Slasher hanging on for dear life. He ultimately drops, and now the streaks come through for TK. It's almost a victory lap as the artillery barrage will shut down the bridge. 243 to 127. More streaks from Kenny. Rise Nation not even going to be able to get close to the hill. The kills come through, but no one's in the hill just yet. Surely TK, 3 more points is all they need. They all converge on the hill, and TK, a triple kill. Hold on, Kenny. There you go. TK send Rise Nation down to losers round 1. Your stage 2 champs staying alive in the winners bracket.
And just think, on day 1 in group stage, this Team Caliber team was on the verge of elimination against Heretics, but once again, they stun the world. They take down Rise Nation. It's TK 3-1 over them, and it's TK all day here in winners bracket round 1.
And now when we talk about that matchup, heads up, you have to think Gibraltar, it has to be a bet. Rise Nation cannot allow, if they somehow come back into this tournament and play TK again, Gibraltar cannot go through. That is twice TK have looked unbelievably dominant on that map versus Rise. And obviously we talk about losers bracket runs. You have to think for Rise Nation, they know some of the quality of teams that have already fallen down there. This is a scary, scary time for what many consider to be tournament favorites coming in.
Oh, absolutely. And just to put things in perspective for Gibraltar Hardpoint, and the 2 times that we've seen these teams match up, the combined score for Rise Nation doesn't even reach 250.
Oh no. That's not very good, Revan, I'm going to be honest with you. But for TK, they were my tournament favorites coming through after just winning the last event. Of course, we've talked about it. Historically, the past 2 Stage 2 playoffs that we've had, the winner of that event has gone on to win the Call of Duty World Championship. It was TK this year, 2 weeks ago, and now they're playing with so much confidence. You can see the smile on their face. I mean, we critiqued Enable and Search and Destroy so heavily a few weeks ago. Seems, so far at least, like he's been putting up better numbers, playing a lot better. TK playing with smiles, which is what you love to see.
Yeah, and although this felt like a grand finals matchup, it was just winner's bracket round 1. But TK, you have to bring that same intensity into all of your future matches. The job is not done just yet. You still have more important matches coming up, but that's a good start to the tournament for them, for sure.
Definitely a good start, and of course for Rise Nation, not the start they would have wanted
Absolutely
at all.
not.
But we have seen them fight through that losers bracket before. But to the point, it's a Shark Tank. It really is. One more time, here's how the series went: 250 to 228, and unbelievably good. London Docks, Hardpoint, 6-3, Search and Destroy and Forest, controlled from the beginning by TK. A 2-0 Flag Tower CTF to Rise Nation. Very disciplined play from them. But at the end, Gibraltar Hardpoint, it's the downfall of Rise Nation every time these two teams play, 250 to 127.
And looking back, thinking about that game 1 to kick off the series, that's where Rise Nation really let the series slip through their fingers. If they close things out like they should have and could have in that game 1, then we would have seen that game 5 Valkyrie Search and Stray, but it was a miraculous